Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. At the time of this recording I'm actually in the process of updating my YouTube channel as well as my desk area, so please excuse the lack of possible quality in this video. Today's video is being recorded a few weeks in advance. Basically it is a submission video across a couple of their services, and hopefully the gap between this video and the actual returns video will not be too long. With that said, let's not hang about. So I'm just going to run through a couple of things that I'm sending off and what labels we'll be getting, and possibly some predictions for those grades. And yeah, we'll see what happens when they return. So the first thing, a couple of things I'm sending off is actually a couple of cross grades from BGS or Beckett's. I'm curious to see, I got a couple of different examples here, what the correlation is between their grading scales and ACE's grading scales. Obviously this is the Japanese Raikou from the Awakening Legends set, or Neo Revelation in English. This is a Gem Mint 9.5 with 9.5s all around. So I want to see how that correlates. I'll be getting the grading reports off ACE. I want to see how that correlates to ACE. Obviously people are quite aware that a BGS 10 9.5 sorry is the equivalent of a PSA 10, so I want to see how that stacks up against ACE, and how that means going forward. The other cross grade is also 9.5 Gem Mint from Beckett, this time on the Dark Blastoise from Rocket's Gang. This has a 10 on corners and edges, a 9.5 on surfaces, 9 on the centering, and I'm aware, I believe, that Beckett are slightly harsher, if you want, in quotes, on the centering grade scale. I know you can get a 60-40 ratio with ACE, so hopefully we have a decent shot at this coming back at 10. I would like to think this will also come back at 10 from ACE. I believe at the time of recording those would both be pop 1s if that was the case. So yeah, those are going through the cross grading service, which is estimated a 40-day turnaround as well, so they'll all be going off together and hopefully all be coming back roughly the same time so I can record them together. On to the cards that are going through the grading services. Quite a pile here. I'm grading a few cards to some friends as well, so let's just jump straight into it. We'll go in front to back order. Obviously on the reveal video we'll go back to front. So the first card up is, first few for myself, we have the Jungle Japanese Flareon holo. I would like to think a lot of the cards I'm sending off are in an 8 or 9 bracket. They're really quite clean, all pretty much purchased from eBay, but they are all looking quite in good nick. That is all, if we focus on the sleeve and the semi-rigid. So there's that. I've also got the Neo Discovery, I can't remember what it's called in Japanese, Tyranitar. Again, lovely card. I'm personally sending off a lot of vintage cards. I want to collect a lot of the holos from the sort of WotC era, especially Gen 1, Gen 2, in ACE slabs. They do have lovely ACE labels for these cards, but I think given I'm trying to collect sets, they all look better with sort of unified standard label style. Rocket Zapdos from the Gym Challenge, or Gym Leaders I want to say. Again, all Japanese for myself. Got the Pidgeot from Jungle here, with the lovely swirl. Again, would hope 8s, maybe even 9s in a lot of these. Probably disappointing with 7s and below, although you never know. Rocket's Hitmonchan. Got a little swirl down there, double swirl. Again, all really good. Any of this sort of what looks like whitening you see is on the sleeve and semi-rigid, they are all really clean. CD promo, Arcanine here. This is not going to come back at 10. It has got a little mark. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Over here, this is not sleeve or semi-rigid. That is on the card. I think it's a bit of a scratch. So that's not coming back at 10, unfortunately, because I would love to collect this set in a 10. I do have this in a 10 already. This was bought online, not my own stuff. So yeah, I'd love to collect them in a Ace 10 set. Probably unrealistic given the age, but we can try. Let's move him over here so you can see him. Blaine's Arcanine next. As these go through my sort of order, they're sort of based on what I think these will get. I think we're sort of pushing possibly into 8s or possibly even 7s at this point. As I said, I'd be rather disappointed with a 7 in any of them. But given that they're vintage, you just don't know. It's a high possibility of getting sort of 6s, 7s, 8s. Alakazam, level X here. This is a bit off kill. It's still relatively old. It's from 2008. I'm, again, big Alakazam fan. I'm mostly a Gen 1, Gen 2 fan, just because that's when I was really into the hobby as a kid, and then sort of left the hobby and I'm back now. So big Alakazam fan. This was something I'd not really seen before. So that line is on the semi-rigid. So I saw that, I had to pick it up. It was in pretty good condition. So again, hopefully 7, 8s on that. Here now on to the celebrations in Japanese. Umbreon Gold Star. I've already got one of these in a 10 with the Ace label, which is here. So I'm really trying to send this one off in the hope of having possibly some sort of a gift or a cheap sale to a friend or a trade. He's a big Umbreon fan, so hopefully. I've got a couple of English cards as well in this for mine. I mostly collect Japanese, but I do have some English stuff. This is from the Evolution set. I opened a booster box a couple of years ago with my brother, and this is one of the pulls in that, so this would be really cool to get back in a decent grade. It was pack fresh at the time, albeit English, so you never truly know. That is on the sleeve, I believe. Sorry about that. My phone ran out of memory space. I told you this would be a scuff video, so I've just had to move some stuff over. As I was saying, yeah, from the Evolution set, opened a box for my brother, so just a bit of sentimental value behind that one. So sending that off. We'll try and wrap this up now. We've got a couple of these birthday Pikachus from the Japanese celebrations 25th anniversary promo stuff. So we've got 2 of them. Everything so far is having a standard label. One of these Pikachus will be getting a Ace label, and the other one will be getting a standard label. Hopefully the Ace label will come back a 10 with any luck, because used to go with this Swirly Boy. Only a 7, but I'd like to collect all the birthday Pikachus. There is this one, obviously there's the English celebrations, there's the Japanese celebrations or 25th anniversary, there's also the Nata Wake and the Japanese version of this one, or Natawaki, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But yeah, that's a sort of side goal of mine. I think the Ace labels are great, so I'm going to try and collect them in Ace labels because that'd be really cool. A couple more Japanese 25th anniversary celebrations now, just some stuff I've got hanging around, a couple of spares, going to get them graded. Be cool to get this sort of set graded in a 10 or 9 as well, just graded in general really. Really like the gold shiny borders. I think they look more special than the English. The English are obviously just meant to look like their counterparts from years gone by, but I think the gold border is really nice on them. So we've got 2 of them. Again, everything's pretty much all the modern stuff is like pack fresh, really clean. Here we've just got a rainbow Pokemon Breeders Nurturing. These are really cool. The Ace color match labels, these for the rainbow, sorry, are really cool. This again, something I pulled myself, my brother, when getting back into the hobby. So just thought it'd be really cool to get graded for that reason. Here we have Red's Challenge, the alt art. I'm sending this in. It's not getting a 10. There's some damage down here. And down here. I'd be hopeful for an 8. The Blues... Blues Tactics is the other one. Green's Exploration is silly money, so I don't have one of them. But I do have this. Again, another little set I'm just trying to complete. I think it'd be really cool. The Ace labels, again, are amazing on them. So it's just one of those little... I don't really collect master sets. I like little sets and cards that sort of all go together. I think they're really cool and they look great on display and things like that. So we're working towards that as well. This is then my brother's card. He's a big Steelix fan, so he is sending this off. Unfortunately, not going to get a 10. There's a little bit of a nick in this corner and a little bit in this corner. Otherwise, it's pretty clean. So, I mean, likely an 8, because there's probably some scratching because it's a huge holofoil. But this will look really great, especially with the Ace label. Either way. This is another Friends Dragonite promo, Game Boy promo from 1998 in Japanese. Not expecting big things from this. This is pretty beaten, pretty dirty. We got a crease at the top here. And when you're scoring that low, I hope he gets a 1, because I think 1s are just quite cool to have. I think a 1 looks better than a 2 on a label. Such a great card though. So I think he just wants that preserved in a nice way. On to a different friend now then. Again, not expecting any 10s or high grades here. This is all personal collection stuff from way back in his day. So I think for sentimental value, he wants to get these sort of slapped up and preserved just because he's, again, back in the hobby. And it's just one of those things that would just be nice, you know, childhood cards. They got that sentimental value. If you can preserve them on display, they're just cool because of those reasons. So really great Black Star promo there. Meganium in like the sort of prime style. Zekrom Full Art. Don't be fooled, this is not the Celebrations. This is the actual black and white era card the Celebrations is based on. This is really cool. I've never seen one of these in person before. Again, you know, pretty decent nick given the age of it, but really cool. I love that hollow pattern. I don't normally like the vertical lines of the hollow, but this sort of rainbow style on the full art, it looks really cool. This has got an Ace label, so he'll be getting that. Brother's getting an Ace label, friend is getting an Ace label. That doesn't have an Ace label, but yeah, so cool. Dark Gloom from Rocket. This is actually pretty good nick, given it's just a sort of common card that, you know, probably would just got played with and beaten up. But again, Ace label holds sentimental value for him, so he's sending that one off. And then my friend's final card is the Mega Gardevoir EX. This is a really cool card. I've not seen it before. It's again from that sort of age that I wasn't into the hobby, 2016. So really cool card. Unfortunately, only the full art versions have the Ace labels because they're really cool Ace labels. I'll probably pop all these Ace labels up on screen while I talk about them. But again, not going to be a 10. There's some damage at the top here, but a really cool card. And it holds sentimental value. So what more can you want? That's everything at the moment. I've actually got to make an adjustment to our submission. I had some posts this morning, and I'll be sending off another card for my brother because it's his birthday coming up, or probably for Christmas. He's a big Steelix fan, so this came. There's some dust on there. I gotta wipe all that off the sleeve. But these Radiant cards are really cool. I'm not normally a fan of yellow borders in English, but given Steelix yellow in this, it actually goes quite well, which is really nice. So again, ace label for this. Hopefully it comes back a decent grade. I know they're quite hard to grade, obviously, given the nature of the pattern on the front and so much room for scratching. I think they are quite susceptible to print damage as well. But hopefully it comes back decent. I'm sure you'll love it all the same. So that is the whole submission. Two submissions that are going to ace, cross and the grading service itself. Hopefully you've enjoyed running through these, and you want to come back and see the next video where we get the returns and we see what we get. As I say, sorry, apologies for the scuffness of this video. Quality will be better in the next one. Working on my area and my production kit and all that kind of stuff. So I'll just leave you with this. This came in the post today as well. Ace 10, ace label. Really cool. I love these because they're based on they're the same art design as the vending and quick starter sets, which I'll have to dig out in the future and show you. They're only ace 4s, but they're really cool nonetheless. So yeah, I want to collect them, these Pokemon Go sets, in Japanese, in 10s if possible, just because then they'll match up with the vintage stuff that I got, which again, just really cool. I'm quite into that. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and as I mentioned, you want to come back, so please leave a like. There we go again, camera died, class. I'll wrap this up. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below what your favourite card is from the submission and what you expecting to come back and what grades. Hopefully enjoyed. Hope to see you in the future. Apologies for the scuff video. See you in the next one.